Any questions? That was kind of fun, huh? Two stranger dangers, two different game plans, two. You would title them stranger danger, you would title them fear, but based on the dogs' differences, the dynamic differences in those dogs, their personalities, what they found valuable, that really shaped the differences in the training plan, right? Like dog training just isn't about identifying the problem. Clearly, if you have a good assessment and you've acutely identified the problem, you will have a game plan or a training plan specific to the problem, clearly. But also assessing the dog. Remember that it's not just about, okay, here's the problem. You're also assessing the bigger picture. You're assessing the environment. You're assessing the dog, the personality, what it likes, what its dislikes are, what its sensitivities are with creating sensory profile, what might push it over, what the sword and the stone is for like the reinforcement, right? You're also assessing the owner. Like, is the owner capable of doing this? Do I feel like the owner can actually walk this path? Or do I need to jump in and facilitate these sessions in the home because I feel like the owner's not going to do it or isn't capable? What about the environment is contributing to it, right? All of this stuff, this big picture is what drives the training plan. But oftentimes dog trainers get good at protocols. I understand BAT 2.0. I understand CAT protocols, constructional aggression, training. I understand effective handling and, creating leash pops, pops and praises and as a means of creating behavior mod. They get good at these things and then they just try to channel all of the dogs through the things that they're good at. But where they will never progress as a trainer is that they are overly reliant upon their ability to do a thing well, and they haven't become good at assessing the dog. If you are passionate about what the fuck is this dog's deal, who is this dog, and thoroughly assessing that dog and tailoring to the dog's genetics, needs, sensitivities, whatever that you're looking at, that is what will one help you become a better dog trainer because each dog you're learning, right? This webinar, by the way, this isn't like fucking I'm a dog trainer and I know a lot of shit. And I just want to show you this is some cool shit that I did last Saturday. No. This was me at the end of Saturday going, well, that was fucking cool. Those are two different dogs that had stranger danger, and I was telling the owners to do different things, and I tailored the training plan differently that was me learning, being cognizant of key differences. Learning is about, just like with dogs, establishing pattern, establishing routine, establishing baseline, but then establishing outliers. And that very thing is what helps you grow as a dog trainer. That's fucking different as you catalog these dogs in and go, that's different, that's new, that's different, that's new. And then you catalog more dogs in as you work more dogs, you go, it's actually not new. Most dogs do this, some dogs do this. Sometimes that's atypical, sometimes it's typical. And that's what makes you a really well-rounded dog trainer is taking in all this information, all these problems, developing game plans. And then where things get really interesting is you get that weird motherfucker that comes in out of nowhere and you're like, oh, you're fucking whoa. What is like you get so fascinated by the weirdest fucking dog because you haven't seen it before, right? That makes you good, but that also keeps you from being burnt out. If you ask me, like shitty dog trainers, shitheads that do shitty things to dog trainers isn't malicious and like assholes and evil people. In my mind, I think they're burnt out. I think leash corrections, prong pops, like dragging dogs across the finish line, year after year after year, you become callous. It becomes routine. The dog is difficult. Bam, you go harder. That's what makes those assholes and doing horrible things in front of a camera. That's it. It's that they're no longer introspective. They're not assessing dogs. They're not passionate about identifying the issues and building game plans. That's what makes you like keeps you passionate. Like I'll never burn out ever. You'll see me on those days where I get those easy dogs and you can tell I'm just like you get the easy dogs all day long and I'm spitting my fucking scripts like five dogs deep and I'm like fuck man and I'm just having to talk to the owners. It's easy. This is what you need to do. Let me show you. Like that is boring. But then like the little crazy dog comes in and you're like, all right, here you go. You're gonna bite me. I feel like you're gonna bite me. I can sense it. Like you woke up, right? So like if you love behavior, then this is where you need to be. This is the lifeblood of like what keeps you going, what turns the light on for you in session, right? So cool shit. I'll post this webinar. You can go through it again. I got